Hey, everybody. Welcome to 2022 in Review. It's kind of a co-production between Tinnitist TV and that Eric Alper and Sonic Reducers. It's all kind of wrapped up into one thing here. And of course, that's Eric Alper over there. You know him. And you don't know me and you don't care, so it doesn't matter.
We're back by popular demand.
Back by popular
Both
demand.
of our wives said, go.
Yes,
Just
go to the
and
basement
talk
and-
to somebody else, go down in the basement and just go find something else better to do than
Go
to,
to the
than to
basement,
bug
yes.
me.
Well, we spent enough time there over the years anyway. But right now, let's talk about 2022 in music, and let's talk about the albums of the year. There were another bazillion albums out this year, and everybody says, where's all the great music? But it's everywhere. You just have to go and find it. So what were some of your top albums of the year, Mr. Alper?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them. I mean, I was just all about the stream and the song this year. But Marin Morris's Humble Quest, I loved. I was hoping it was going to be good. One band that I mentioned really early on. And if you could bet on bands, I would have put my entire pile of chips onto Wet Leg, and they came through with an album that I was so happy to hear and see. I saw them earlier this year at Osheaga, and they were as fun and jumpy and just astoundingly not not cool in a cool sort of way. You know, they looked embarrassed, but then 4 seconds later, could have blown the roof off of Osheaga had it actually had a roof. So the Wet Leg album did not let me down. The Smiles album, A Light for Attracting Attention, was a great one as well, considering, of course, where they came from with guys from Radiohead. You know, that was a spectacular album. And so those three really were kind of played a lot, but primarily it was all about the songs and the streams.
Okay, all right. Well, I wasn't as crazy about the Wet Leg album as you were. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was after Chaise Long, you wanted every song to be as good as Chaise Long, and they weren't all, and then they couldn't have been. So it was kind of a catch-22 for them, but it was okay. For me, I liked and these are in no particular order, but I spent a huge chunk of the year listening to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yes,
And I mean,
yes.
they put out
I'm
five
slowly getting caught up into their 87 album catalog that they have, it seems.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, they did five this year, and at least two of them for me were awesome. The first one was Omnium Gatherum, which has Dripping Tap, which if I were a song guy, that would be one of my favorite songs of the year. It's an earworm that I've had like just circling around for months now. And then the other one was Ice, Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava, which was just another great math rock, space rock, epic thing from them. I also liked the first of Jack White's two albums this year, Fear of the Dawn. I wasn't so crazy about the second one, which was sort of more acousticy, but that first one to me is just like Led Zeppelin on psychedelic drugs. It's just all over the place and nuts. I also like the fantastic Negrito album, White Jesus, Black Problems. A big chunk of that is because, I mean, it's so weird in that he did this genealogy thing and found out, that his ancestors, his seventh generation great grandfather was a slave, and his grandmother was this white woman that the slave had an affair with, and they had a bunch of children, and the children, because they were born to a white mother, ended up being free. And that's like his life story kind of, and he turned that into a concept album.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
amazing. That's what you want from an artist.
yeah, it's just this total package, and then all of the individual songs are just awesome in and of themselves too. So it doesn't like kind of, he doesn't screw it up in the telling of the story. The OCs put out a great album called A Foul Form, another psych rock kind of metal thing that I loved. I kind of love that Tedeschi Trucks 4 CD concept album, I'm the Moon, which is based on the ancient poem that Layla was originally inspired by. I love the Big Thief album. I know you were a big fan of that one too. Dragon New Warm Mountain, I Believe in You. That was great. And just this past week, my box set of the year came out. have you heard the Tom Petty live at the Fillmore
Yes,
1997?
I've been on that stream. The covers on it
Yeah.
are mind-boggling. I didn't really know. I think I've seen him in concert, I think twice or three times. I
Mhm.
didn't know, especially during that 70s period, how many covers they were throwing in. And I don't know if that was just because they were playing at the Fillmores and they were just throwing everything out there. But you know, I I get them so much more now. I mean, I got him before,
Yeah.
but what a superb live album that
Oh, it's
is.
worth it just for the 10-minute nutso version of Gloria, where he's having that conversation with him. And it's just, and yeah, and there's, I guess it's because they had to do like, I don't know, what was it, 20 some nights in a row at the Fillmore.
Yeah.
So they were just playing every song they could think
Every
of and
song they
every
ever knew.
part,
Yeah.
you know? So anyway, I mean, that's my albums of the year. Those are your albums of the year. If you got something better that you want to tell us about, I don't care. You can email me or keep it to yourself. We don't care. Anyway, that's it for that segment. Goodbye.